Alright guys, and we're back. So, this picture is a little misleading, and I'll get to that in a minute. But if we start with what it looked like last time, right? Austria had no army left, France had no army left because the two of them duked it out. So I came in and crushed France because, hey, Austria just killed all their troops, so why not, right? So now we're coming back into it. Austria has replenished up to 30,000 troops. France has replenished up to 20,000. I've got 51,000 myself. Castile, Portugal, and Aragon are my staunchest allies for the entire game so far, with a combined 100,000 troops. Over here in Hungary, Poland, and Lithuania, we've got ourselves 30 to 50,000 for each of them. And Denmark is also my ally with 40,000 troops. I have a royal marriage with England, but they refuse to be my best friends because Savoy starts off the game with a minus 200 relations with them, and they're still kind of eating away at that. So, all these people, including myself, have quite big armies, and most of them like me. Anyone who hates me has a tiny army, so I'm in a great position, except for the Ottomans, but they tend not to attack, and Muscovy has 80,000 troops, but they're way off in Muscovyville, so I don't really care about that. But then suddenly, right, I inherited the Danish throne. Now, Castile also inherited the Danish throne, so I need to defend my capital against Castile in order to become the King of Denmark. Okay? King of Denmark. That's the goal here. So, Portugal is going to help me. Hungary, Poland, Lithuania, and Denmark are also going to help me. I'm surprised Austria didn't join in against me because they are the leader of the coalition against me, right? France may attack me. France and Austria together may attack me at some point during the war if it goes poorly for me. And that's it. So Castile and Aragon together have about 70,000 troops, and me and my allies together probably have 250,000 troops. So it would be an easy victory if somehow we could just take all troops from all sides and make a giant ball and squish things. But that's not how this works. So I just spent all my money on buildings too. Maybe I should cancel those. Pardon me, sir. Okay. Buildings. How do you cancel buildings? Oh, so let's see. We can cancel this one. I don't want to destroy a building. I just want to stop building it. Province, stop making building. These expensive buildings need to be stopped. Well, I didn't get any money back when I canceled that building. So maybe I don't want to cancel buildings. Oh, you know what? I canceled the coring of Lyonnais. Wow, that's not good. I meant to cancel a building. Alright, cancel building, and I did get some money back. I'm not sure if it was all of it. I think I'm going to release this as a vassal now because I canceled the... I can't release him as at war, but I'm not going to re-core this because now that I can release him, I will. So I got to try to get all my troops together away from Castile's troops and then grab a bunch of mercs. Mercenariement. Alright, so I built barracks all down here, so if I need to recruit troops, this is where I'm going to do it. But I don't know that I need to recruit troops. I think I need to recruit mercenaries to tank for my already existing troops because... I don't know, just because, man. Mercenaries are good for tanking for your existing troops to save you some manpower. Okay. So I theoretically have a very large army, but I can't find it. Let's see. Select everything. I have a lot of troops. I have 3 armies. Here's one. Here's another. So the war goal in this war is to take Sjælland of Denmark, which should be up here, right? Way up there. There's 20,000 Danish troops in it. So presumably, as long as I just defend this mountain... I don't know. If I try to defend the mountain, I might fail. I can march all the way down to Naples and just hide. I think I want to get up north, though. But the hilliness of the north is very unhilly. I can always retake the capital if we lose it. I think Castile is going to actually just directly attack me. So I'm just going to go sit in these hills and see if there be gold in them there hills. There be gold in them there hills. And this army of 10,000 men is going to fail to beat rebels. I took a stack of 22,000 men and attacked a stack of 8,000 rebels and lost. It was ridiculous. Sometimes rebels get a really good general. Alright, so let's make a mercenary army and try to get them to tank. And we'll tell everyone that they're not allowed to attach to my regular troops. Don't attach to my regular troops. So that any of my allies that decide they want, like Corsica as a vassal, anyone who decides that they want to follow me around, they can follow my mercenaries around instead of my regulars. And there we go. Let's, whoa. We lost Conquest Casus Belli, we lost claim on somebody. I think we need, yeah, this guy's got the general, so we need to take him out of there and have the general follow our mercenary army. And we're losing a bunch of money because we recruited an extremely expensive advisor, actually 2 of them, because we thought that monarch power was going to be super important and that we weren't going to be fighting any wars for a while, which is also, yeah, so Denmark is doing the right thing. They're just kind of sitting in their capital being like, bring it, Mr. Castile, man. So my other allies can't actually get over here to help fight the war. That's funny. I'd have to ally Austria and Venice, both of whom hate me. No! 215 influence with this cardinal, and I lost it to Castile and can't get it back. That's tragic. We're going to get 2 diplomats pretty soon. I want to... another revolt. Getting a lot of rebellions in general. Let's check the revolt risk map. So the territory I took off of France is not happy about that. I'm coring these 2. I believe all cores stopped during war, but I might be wrong. Looks like they're still continuing, so... But I did cancel one of my cores. Very sad. So here's the mercenary army, which I am allowing people to attach to. I'm going to send that over to kill rebels, and then we'll back it up with several bajillion troops. Ooh. And we're looking for Spain, man. Where's the Spanish army? We're winning the war, despite not really fighting anyone. Oh, it looks like Portugal is beating Spain by themselves. That's funny. Never backstab your allies, he says to Spain, which is not listening because they're a computer. So basically, Spain has been allied with me forever, and they decided to backstab me over the inheritance of Denmark. And Portugal didn't think that was quite fair. Our merchant is being expelled from Antwerpen, so we got to remember to put him back in a little bit. I don't think we can do it right now. We lost 50 magical power. Diplomatic. Diplomatic power. Are we not paying our army? It says that we are. It says we have low land maintenance. No, it says we have low fleet maintenance, which is silly because we don't even have a fleet. As soon as we got blockaded, man, we used to have a lot more income. That's okay. All right, so these 28,000 troops from Tuscany and Savoy. Is there anything we need to capture during this, or are we just kind of sitting back and being happy? I think if we capture the capital of von Spanington, or at least prevent Portugal from being dominated, that will go well for us. So let's send our mercenaries off to fight. If they die, who cares? They're just mercenaries. But we can't get down there. We need permission to walk through France, which ain't going to happen unless we go to war, which ain't going to happen because we have a truce. So all these mercenaries we hired to go fight things can't really go fight anything. I think we overreacted to this war. If I'd known Portugal was just going to win it by themselves, I might have just sat back and chillaxed. So Spain can't actually get up here to attack me because they can't go through France. So there's no way they win this war. Even if they win every battle, they just can't get up here. So I guess I should defund my army and lop off the heads of my mercenaries. Yeah. I just kind of threw away a bunch of money and thought of this as a real battle when it's not one. I could take this opportunity to attack Venice, because then Hungary and Poland and Lithuania could get down there and crush Venice. Let's see if there's a coalition against me still. Yeah, there is. There's still a coalition against me. I probably shouldn't be attacking anyone until the coalition disbands, or until the people in the coalition attack someone else that I can also attack, like France. That'd be kind of cool. All right. So now we just wait and the war will end on its own. That was an exciting war. Lyonnaise. Lyonnaise and mayonnaise, they're like best friends. It's all about Lyonnaise and mayonnaise. Piedmont University. Always take administrative power. So now the question is, do we go back to court? Actually, we got 3 free diplomats, so we should really get to work using those to do cool stuff, like befriending Bavaria and Bohemia and Sweden. Yeah. We have many, many friends, man. We could take anyone. And Castile was like, I'm going to fight you. Oh, not smart, not smart. Pomerania is done with their religious turmoil. Our country is actually in a little bit of religious turmoil, but I don't really mind. They must be right, so leave them alone. I have 0 prestige. Usually I'm swimming in prestige. I guess it's hard to get prestige when you just go pick on France and France doesn't have any troops. Wow, Castile's gonna beat Portugal. Alright. How do I win this? Do I have to, like, get a specific thing? Because, for example, taking concede defeat, I don't think gives me Denmark. My King France has entered into a military coalition against... No, they're France. Think about it. I have killed them. Of course they don't like me. So, in this war, my goal is to become the King of Denmark. But I don't know how to... I don't know how much war scroll I need to achieve that goal. And I don't know how I can get down there to help those guys. Let's see if France will let me walk through their territory. Seems unlikely. Yeah, I could attack France, but I think we have a truce. I don't think I can help, and I think that Portugal and Aragon are going to lose to Castile. And then they're going to separate peace, which is not that big of a deal, because I'll still win the war against Castile. The problem is that it's going to take forever. Utrecht has cancelled their military access. I don't mind. What's this? We got a merchant? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Ha! I reminded myself not to forget. Which is just silly. Don't forget! War taxes. No. Alright, where's the merchant button? Trade. the trade value of the node, and then look at which high value trade node I have power in, or I could search by trade power, and then, yeah. So I'll send him here. Collect from trade. Done. Make me some money. No, we'll just have to live with it. So I can't release these two until the war's over, but I can core them. So maybe instead of waiting to release them, I should just core them. It'll cost 600 to core them both. Or volt. Yeah, I'm gonna core them. I can't believe I canceled a core by accident. That's just not... That's not good, man. Monarch power is like permanent strength, and I sacrificed some permanent strength in order to nothing. Alright, army, we will pay you lots of monies. Here you go, have lots of monies. So France is rehabilitating while Spain beats up on my allies that would normally help me against France. In fact, Spain is one of the allies that I would normally count on to help me against France. And they are no longer allied with me, probably. I'm taking the national manpower modifier guy because he will increase my max manpower, and by doing so, he will also increase the amount of manpower I get per month. And we've got ourselves a free diplomat, so we can peace out. I don't actually want to declare peace, but what I want to do is bring up the declare peace thing and see how much war score I need to get out of this war with what I want. Right? So I don't know how I end up making Denmark mine, right? Because this is the Danish succession war. We have no valid reason to... Well, we didn't attack them. So they'll take white peace right now. Does taking white peace give me Denmark? Is the real question. I'll ask them to concede defeat. I don't know how this works. I gotta look it up, man. So basically, in a succession war, this is called succession war. So let's look it up. Dear Internet, EU4 succession war. Personal union. There are two diplomatic actions that can lead to a personal union, royal marriage, or claiming the throne. Succession war. Okay. In a succession war, where is it? I clicked it. Where is it? Succession war. Nice. There's a link to this article in this article. It just takes me right back here. That's very silly. So there's no answer here. That's awesome. Claiming the throne of the country will reduce their blah, 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 blah. We already knew that. So there's no answer. So let's say EU4 white peace succession war. Declare war and sue for peace. White peace no longer breaks the union. Can't end this war in my armament. Any way to avoid imminent succession war? How to win a succession war? That seems fine. I think it costs 70%, so you'd have to pretty much conquer the entire empire to win it. You should think twice about whether it's worth it to fight the whole war. Maybe you should simply give up your claim to the throne. Keep in mind that even if you win it, you don't inherit Algiers. You get a personal union, and that doesn't mean the 10% of inheriting them when the king dies. It's a 40% war score. The problem here is that I've pushed the war score past 99. I've taken almost all of their provinces in the Middle East. I've destroyed their entire land army. They offer me peace that involves a 60 war score every couple of months. They just won't accept a personal union, which, for flavor reasons, I personally want. It's really frustrating. I don't understand. So basically, if Castile had not contested this, I would have inherited Denmark. But because they contested it, there's no way to get Denmark out of the deal, because I'm not negotiating with Denmark. I'm negotiating with Castile. And one of the options is not to get Denmark. It's not in the options. I'm going to try asking for some gold and see if I get Denmark. I did. I got Denmark, yo. What's up? I have more Denmarks than you. Guys, the number of Denmarks I have just went up drastically. Drastically. I have so many more Denmarks than I started with. It's ridiculous. So Aragon is a Castilian vassal. Portugal's still on my side. Castile has rivaled me. Despite rivaling me, they still love me because we've been friends all game. That's funny. You are my rival, whom I love. Alright, Austria wants some unlawful territory, which is very unlikely. And I got a Corps Dauphin still. Our diplomat's back so we can go talk to Castile about how much we love them. Hey Castile, we love you. They have rivaled us so we can't get anything. Did you see how hard that rebel fight was? I almost lost it, despite having 41,000 troops in it. It's just ridiculous. Rebels are hard for me to kill, apparently. Why is that? Are like rebel troops stronger than my troops or something? It's crazy. Maybe it's because I have the defensive idea and I keep attacking the rebels in my own provinces, which I have. Austria has left the coalition against us. Now it's just France. Finally, they leave the coalition against us. Good times. Awesome. Alright, I should defund my army some. No, I'll just leave it funded. I keep getting pulled into weird wars, so I think it's worth the $6 a month to just fully fund my army all the time. So let's keep Denmark happy because we own them. We own them. You know what? We probably have control over their armies now, right? No, they're just like a really sexy vassal. A sexy, sexy vassal. Nice. We got some legitimacy, we got some attrition for enemies, and we got some improved foraging. Improved foraging has always been one of my favorite things, although it did get heavily nerfed. So after inheriting Denmark, I would say we are pretty freaking powerful. Although Denmark was already our ally, so the fact that they have to come to our aid doesn't change the fact that they would have come to our aid before anyway. Just improve relations with Castile. They like us a lot anyway. They'll probably drop that rivalry eventually. Corsica, when will you allow me to inherit you? In 7 years. How's our truce with France coming? I think I might want to go kill France. It's always fun to murder France. Next year. The nexest of next year. These rebels, I'm telling you. Yeah, Aragon, you can come through our territory. We have a free diplomat. Okay, let's fabricate some claims on French territory. I don't know, if I'm going to be at war with France again in 1 year, maybe I really should stop wasting administrative power coring this crap. But now that I can finally afford it, it just feels right. I should click that button. I can pay for prestige. And since I have lots of money and not a lot of prestige, it just seems like a good idea to pay for prestige. Alright, attack! Let's see if I can actually beat rebels for once. Go. Look at that. They're killing like 600 troops a turn. I need a better general or something. There's something seriously wrong here. They have a better general than me by 1 fire, and they've got better terrain by 1. And their troops... Oh, you know what it is? I've been out of manpower for so long that most of my regiments are only half formed. I think I need to consolidate my troops in order to stop losing to rebels. That would make sense. Well, it's a big waste of gold. It'll save me a lot of manpower, though, because when you take a bunch of regiments of 50 soldiers each and attack into regiments of 1,000 soldiers each, those 50 soldiers just instantly die. So you end up losing 600 troops in the first round, even though you guys were evenly matched, which is what was happening. So that's why I was losing so many troops for no reason. Diplomatic power. We keep losing diplo power, but we don't care. Show 'em, boys. 15% morale. Rawr! Armies are stronger than bull. And we got another free diplomat. Let's make sure the Ottomans still like us. Hey, Ottomans. I know you attacked us, but that was only because we crusaded against you. I think you should like us now. And how's Castile doing? They're over 100. Will they take an alliance? No, they've still rivaled us. Although they're close even over the 130 rivalry. Funny. Funny, funny, funny. I think my next target is either Austria or France. I guess it'll have to be France because Austria is not in a coalition against me and France is. So if I attacked Austria, then France would help. But if I attack France, Austria will not help. You know? So we will see the difference that consolidating regiments makes this time. Hopefully I will not lose 7,000 troops fighting this 17 stack of rebels. I'm getting so many rebellions. It doesn't seem right. Why is my revolt risk so high? Look at that. It's even high up here. And here. Overextension, that's why. Because I cancelled my core by accident. I should have released them as a vassal, man. Then I wouldn't have any overextension. I wouldn't be getting all these rebellions. It would be saving me tons of manpower. And it would save me 600, 500 administrative power. So last time I went from 41,000 down to 32,000, which is 9,000. This time I only took 2,000 damage. So the difference in consolidating regiments is extreme. You should always remember to consolidate your regiments, people. Poor Venice. Still so mad at us. I think it's time to fabricate claims since they're not they're not being nice. So my max manpower is 55,000, so my max total army size is 110,000, and I only have 31,000 army because I keep fighting rebels. This is costing me a lot. I think France might actually have a bigger army than me now. Might not be a good idea to just attack them because the peace is up. Lose money, lose Diplo. I don't like Diplo. So, without Castile, I don't think I should fight France. So let's try to get England and Castile to come in with us against France. Come on, Castile, stop rivaling me. You can't reach me anyway, so... They're just mad that I inherited Denmark, man. Boo-hoo, inherited Denmark. Come on. It's just Denmark. It's not like I inherited not Denmark. Alright, that's it for this one. We are still coring stuff, so we have 100% overextension, which means we're getting revolts constantly, which is keeping our manpower extremely low. I suspect our armies at this point are smaller than both Austria and France, both of whom hate me. So I don't know that we'll even be going to war again for at least quite a while. Hungary, Poland, Denmark, Lithuania, Naples, the Pope, and Tuscany are on my side against the evil France. Portugal's on my side too. Castile and Great Britain are on the fence. They have royal marriages. They're willing to accept that they don't want to fight against me, but they will not help me. And in a war against France, without somebody directly neighboring to France to pull the initial focus of the battle away from me, I don't know that I want to risk it. So that's where we're going to leave things off, and I'll be back, man. I'll be back.